A very good happy Thursday morning to everyone out there. Baby Friday, as we refer to it around here as. Leonard Hampton here with you to bring you your latest weather or not forecast, courtesy of On Target. Got a flip of the switch, folks. We got an active pattern that's going to start taking shape today and unfolding throughout the course of the foreseeable future. We got multiple disturbances it's going to be working through here, bringing rounds of potentially strong and severe thunderstorms. So it's going to be something that we're going to need to keep a close eye on. We got some cloud cover moving in this morning ahead of a weakening line of convection working in here from the west. Might have a few light showers to deal with here on the morning commute, but not too shabby out there overall. With those in a weakening state out there early this morning. Getting a look, you can see the clouds already on the uptick, looking west from Morgantown Skycam. See the cloud cover thickening up back there on the horizon. Ahead of that, little weakening line of showers and storms that's moving in. Also take a look over the D93 Skycam here in downtown Bowling Green. Got the water tower there on top of Hospital Hill with the cloud cover that is apparent as well. Now I do think we'll get some breaks and some mix of sun and clouds at times throughout the day. It's going to remain warm and soupy. That's going to result in the opportunity of those showers and storms continuing to fire up here across the region. Temperatures already hanging out around the 70-degree mark, folks, and we've already got dew points between the mid and upper 60s, all right? This is more than supportive and conducive for thunderstorms, some of which could become strong to severe. So let's jump right into it and let's talk about what's going to be unfolding here over the next couple of days. Here we are taking a look and a gander at the latest surface setup. And you can see that front is oriented just off to the north and to the west of the region. This front is somewhat orienting itself in more of an east to westward fashion. We're going to have these numerous disturbances trekking eastward in what's referred to as zonal flow that's going to be bringing these rounds right through the heart of the WABBLES community, all right? So let's give you the breakdown, take a look at the short-term model guidance here, and give you a view of the simulated radar activity of what models think this is going to turn into. It's picking up nicely on the weakening state of this complex that we were just looking at on radar there a short time ago. It's going to remain in a weakening state, and folks, where the front is oriented off to our north and to our west, that's where the bulk of the activity is going to be present today. Now, we will have the opportunity at some stray showers and storms here across the region, but those are going to become more likely as we work, as you can see here, into the afternoon and on into the early part of this evening. Now we're going to shift gears, and we've got a more prominent weather maker that's going to be arriving here throughout our Friday. You can see some robust storms that are already popping up here right along and just south of that front that's going to be dipping down towards the Ohio River. We could have some strong storms arrive as early as the pre-dawn hours of Friday morning. But then, folks, as we work throughout the day on Friday, in particular, Friday afternoon into Friday evening, we're going to have a few complexes of storms that we're going to have to keep a close eye on. You can see the initial round here coming through here during the peak heating of the afternoon of our Friday, right around the 3 to 5 p.m. range. We have robust cells that are developing. This will be our highest threat of seeing severe weather here over the course of the next 5 to 6 days, okay? Friday afternoon into Friday evening is peak timing, despite the fact that we could see a few severe cells outside of that time frame as well. But watch, our initial round gets out of here by sunset, roughly, on Friday evening, and then we have another complex driving in here in that zonal flow, that west to east orientation. It's going to come right through the heart of the region as we work on to our Friday evening and potentially lingering on into the pre-dawn hours of our Saturday. Now, with any luck, the bulk of the moisture is going to get carried down to our south, at least for a short period of time on Saturday morning, where we're going to dry out. But then we'll work into our Saturday afternoon, folks, and we've got another complex working back in here with that front wobbling, no pun intended, back and forth here right along the state line, okay? Now, after we work later into the weekend, folks, we've got yet another setup that's going to be keeping showers and storms in the forecast for us. Take a look. We're looking at 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head, and this is going to be valid rolling into our Saturday night into Sunday morning. We have this pinwheeling upper level low right along the Canadian border that's going to swing down to the south and east. These things are notorious for taking their sweet time of moving through here, and you can see as it swings down right across the Great Lakes in the upper Ohio Valley, that's going to have these pinwheeling disturbances that could bring a couple of cold fronts to the region as we work into our Sunday, into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Some gusty rain showers, some storms coming along with that cannot be completely ruled out. So, we're going to be keeping close eyes on things with this active pattern unfolding. It would appear, at least over the course of the next 4 to 5, maybe even 6 days, until we get into this time of next week before our pattern finally calms down, with that passing upper low, moving off, and an upper ridge finally trying to take back hold here across the entire region, all right? So let's take a look at the latest. Here's the breakdown from our local National Weather Service office. For today, got a 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather. It's low tier, but we can't rule it out. Damaging winds, localized flooding will be our primary concerns. Progressing into Friday, you can take a look at the graphic right there. We're in a 2 out of 5 risk. That'll be our highest threat Friday afternoon and evening. With damaging winds, we might have a few instances of large hail. It's very low on the totem pole, folks, but maybe a very low tier, maybe a brief tornado spin up or two coming along with those complexes that'll move through here. But damaging winds and large hail, flooding are our primary concerns with the current setup that we have here across the region. Total rainfall amounts over the course of the next week, folks, we got a wide range of 1 to 3+ inches, okay? We got numerous disturbances between today all the way through Tuesday, perhaps even into Wednesday of next week. So we're going to get some copious amounts of rainfall in here, and those who are hit repeatedly by the rounds of showers and storms might even see more than 3 inches of total rainfall before this is all said and done, all right? Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast. We've got hit and miss showers and storms today, otherwise partly sunny, hot and muggy. Upper 80s for highs yet again. More prominent chances for showers and storms, strong and severe in nature. Throughout our Friday, continuing into Friday night, another round on Saturday despite cooler temperatures in the lower 80s, and then the upper level low pinwheels in here. Rolling into Sunday, into Monday and Tuesday of next week, low to mid 80s with continuous rounds of gusty showers and storms. Kentucky weather, drink it in. It always goes down smooth. Folks, it's going to wrap up your Thursday morning, Baby Friday edition of your Whether or Not forecast, presented by none other than On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Don't forget the umbrella just in case before you head out